My name is Maya, and I go by Damn Homie, and this is the Damn Homie Show. Today we have a very special guest. This is actually somebody that I interviewed while he was in prison. He just got out. Congratulations, Baby Lucci. Please introduce yourself and let them know where you're from.
Baby Lucci, Northside Inglewood is.
Hey, and how long were you just in prison for?
Shit, I just did 10 years.
Holy shit. What was that like?
Man, it was a whole lot of ups and downs, man. A whole lot of ups and downs. A whole lot of downs, mostly, though. Not too many ups. You feel me? That shit. It's over with now, though. Nigga finally made it through that shit.
Yeah,
Finally made it out.
congratulations. That's a big deal.
hmm
So how old were you when you went to prison?
I was 18 years old.
Damn. So now that you're out, do you remember by any chance like that first week that you were in prison?
The first week, I was fucked up. You got to think, I had just got shot. You see this shit right here?
Damn.
So I had just got shot before I went to jail. You feel me? So
Yeah.
I was fucked up. I had just got out the hospital. You gotta think I got shot 2 weeks before I went to jail. I got out the hospital. I was out 5 days. Then went right to jail. And never got out. Couldn't bail out. None of that shit.
Wait, so like you were still wrapped up in bandages and shit, still healing from getting shot, and you were just like put in prison like that?
Yeah, they just put a nigga up in there. And then I refused because they was trying to put me in Browns. That's the medical dorm. So I refused that shit. You feel me? So I
Is
go
that
to the
like
main line.
EOP or?
Nah, that's just like where all the old niggas at. You feel me? It's basically like special treatment type shit. It's for old people and shit like this. The people that's fucked up, mobility impaired, blind, all that type of shit.
Oh, so you didn't want any special treatment. You were like, nah, put me in with everybody.
Yeah. I'm like, put me on the main line. Fuck all that. Let me see what this shit about. Even though I was fucked up, though, I ain't gonna lie. Nigga shit
Yeah.
was fucked up. But you feel me? I went up in there. We gotta think. My first week in the dorm, we had a riot. Went up with the Mexicans.
You didn't think
Oh
like you could
no.
catch an infection or your arm's not gonna heal correctly because it's like maybe give yourself time to heal, no?
Nah, that's the county, man. They got all that shit. They made sure it healed up. I mean, after they took off the bandages and shit, I had to do my own healing. I started working out and shit, doing push-ups, and it came back together.
Yeah, because aren't you supposed to like slowly like learn how to use your arm again? Like not like and you're over there fighting and shit.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Still catching phase. Arm fucked up. Still swallowing. Still getting
Yeah.
it in.
Do you think the prison system was made for you to go back?
Not really. You got to think. What I tell a nigga is, it's like the best places you can go. Not like that. Like prison. Prison can sharpen you up if you go up in there and you do the right thing with the time. You feel me? You got to think. Everything is free. They let you go to school for free. You can go to college for free. You can take your GED for free. You get self-help classes. They got a library. You feel me? You can go up in there and come out sharp if you go up in there. You talk to the right motherfuckers, learn some game. That shit it'll turn you into something.
Yeah,
I mean, if you stay stagnated and on the same mindset as you was when you came in, you just gonna be the same nigga, or maybe even worse. Some niggas should do their time to get high and shit. You got niggas in there spiced out, crystal out, all that weird ass shit. And that's how a nigga lose his mind because he become dependent on that shit.
that's facts. So what did you do with your time the past 10 years?
I mean, like I said, I went. You gotta think like you said, my first couple years, that was probably like my bad years. Niggas was just stressing and shit around that time. Then when I took my time, shit, nigga was just goofing off and shit, typical shit, listening to music all day, looking at magazines, booty magazines and shit, doing all that type of shit. Then after a couple years after that, after like 4, 5, 6 years in, then that's when niggas started getting serious. Like, yeah, I gotta come back up here. I started reading a lot of books and shit. I just picked up books and started reading. I started writing music and shit. I got that shit coming out too soon. You feel me? Once a nigga unravel and settle in, link in with my niggas and shit and get this shit going.
What are some of the books you read while you were in prison?
The best one in me is the autobiography of Malcolm X, Seize the Time by Bobby Seale, How to Hustle and Win Part 1 and 2, The Knowledge of Self, uh, power of your subconscious mind, all that type of shit right there. That
The
was probably like
biography of Malcolm X, what did you get out of that book?
we in the struggle. We've been in the struggle as a race, as a black race. Period. We've been in the struggle. You feel me? This shit ain't new. We've been victims to the oppressor for
Yeah.
centuries. You feel me? We still going through the same shit. It's even worse now, but motherfuckers' head is too far if they have to see shit like that sometimes.
What do you think could change that if people came together and let the gangs go?
Uh nope. Because at the end of the day, we still gonna be in oppression. We still gonna be in the fucked up situation as far as I speak for blacks and browns and shit, we still gonna be out here fucked up. And that's why that's the reason why we doing certain shit today, you feel me? Because we growing up in poverty, we growing up in squalid conditions and shit. You know what I mean? That's the majority of the world. So that's forcing the motherfucker to go out and do certain things.
If you could speak to your younger self before you went to prison, what would you have told yourself?
Uh I would have told myself back then, you gotta chill out, bro. This shit ain't worth it. All this shit you doing right now, all this shit you doing, running these streets, hurting people, breaking in people's houses, shooting at people and shit, bro, robbing people and shit. That shit ain't cool. And it don't pay off in the end. It's just for the moment. All that shit is just for the moment. You feel me? You doing it for the moment. It's not long term. So
Yeah.
you need to get it together, fix it, figure something else out.
What was the first thing you ate when you came home?
I ate a bullshit little Jack in the Box burger, man, a little breakfast sandwich.
That's good.
Hell yeah. That was the first thing in sight when we drove away from that motherfucker. I paroled from Calipatria, so that's the first thing on the road and shit. Driving towards Palm Springs and all that.
What did that feel like when you first came out? Was it like, damn, like it feel a little weird?
It's just like, no, I ain't feel weird. It's just like I'm out of here. Like this shit real. I'm really driving away from this motherfucker. You feel me? Fuck up the next day, like y'all really out here and they on the 30th floor and shit. Like it's just like, man, I'm ready to just get to it now and start making shit happen. Everything that I've been thinking about over the last 10 years and I've been fantasizing about, I'm ready to put that shit to fruition.
What's the plan? So music, definitely.
Yeah, music for sure. Music for sure. I'm gonna put that shit out. I'm gonna put that shit out. Like I said, once I unravel and shit, and adapt back into what's going on out here. That's gonna be for sure. I got that coming out, you know, uh, clothing line, putting that out. Small businesses that I got in my head that I'm putting out. Like it's a lot of shit. They all take money to do this shit. That's the first thing. They gotta run this bag up first. Then we get to that. Then we start putting all that shit together. You know what I mean?
Facts. Did you already have kids before you went in, or
I don't got kids at all.
are you planning to have a family maybe?
Nah, not right now. Not I ain't rushing into it, because I gotta get myself together before I do anything like that.
That's true. And you're still young, so you got a lot of time.
Hell yeah.
So besides
Hell yeah.
music, you said you wanted to look at some small businesses. For instance, like what?
Like a transport company. Like a transport company, like, lugging cars state to state or lugging
Okay.
whatever state to state,
Like
moving
trucking
companies.
or
Yeah, basically something like that. More transportation as far as like lugging cars and shit. I would say what a dually is.
okay.
Yeah, getting a couple of them trucks and moving that shit state to state. You know, party supply company, tobacco shop, get into this weed dispensary shit.
So now being home, do you ever look back on all the people that kind of like left you for dead while you were in prison or
Nah, it's just funny now. Like I don't even I did over the years. I look back that I used to think about this shit all the time, but now I'm home. I don't even give a fuck no more. You feel me? Fuck whoever ain't here. Whoever is still here, it is what it is. Whoever ain't here, fuck them.
exactly, that's what matters. Somebody asked,
Hell
what
yeah.
parole let him travel state to state?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I gotta check in. I gotta check in with the PO before I leave and shit. I gotta check in on my PO in a couple hours, shit. But yeah, though, I can say
Is it like a once a month check-in, like a once a week, or
it's a once a month issue.
okay. How many years did
Yeah.
they 5 or
No, they say I'm supposed to be on until 2028, but I can get off in a year with good behavior and shit.
okay, that's good. So that means what? No smoking, no drinking, or just don't get in
Nah, you can
trouble.
smoke weed and shit. You feel me? No hard drugs though. All that weird shit niggas be doing. But you can smoke you some kush though and shit. You know, stay out of trouble. That's the most thing. Stay out of trouble. You know, do something productive. Find a job. Do something
Yeah,
constructive with your time and shit. In a year, like they told me, I go up for a year. They'll take me off that shit if I come correct.
that's good. So what was it a lot of people on drugs and you think when they come home they're gonna continue, or do you think
Hell
people kind
yeah,
of
they
come
gonna
home?
continue. Hell yeah, it's cheaper. You gotta think, you know, in drugs and jails, you get a small quantity for a lot of money. So you on the streets with large quantities for less money. Yeah, these motherfuckers gonna come out here and abuse this shit. They gonna be
Yeah,
toe up in the game. Straight up.
shit. And then who would you want to work with, like doing music?
Uh right now, Mozzie for sure. Mozzie, YG. Them like
Okay.
my top two is on some West Coast shit. You feel me? Mozzie and YG for sure.
What about the females?
Females, if I got a chance to work with some females, it'd probably be Sexy Red.
Yeah, fire.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Shit. Would you ever work with maybe like a Mexican artist? I seen, a lot of people from neighborhood working with, Blanco
Uh,
15.
I mean, if I'm not really too tapped into what the Mexican rappers got going on, but if we linked up on it, yeah, I'll do it. You know, if
Yeah.
we was able to put it together.
Is there anybody you wouldn't work with? Like, is there a hood that you just, doesn't matter who came out of that hood, you just wouldn't work with them?
I mean, shit, I'll answer that question and say I'll fuck with who I fuck with. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
I just put it out there like that. You know how this politics shit get.
What are some of the things about prison you're not gonna miss?
And beating my meat. Yeah, homies, going to sleep. Beating my meat. That's what I ain't gonna miss. Sharing the cell with another nigga, you feel me? Not having no privacy. None of that shit. Canteen, eating noodles every day. Rice bowls, think you eating good and shit. That shit trash. It's all the same food. Packaged fish. It's none of that shit.
Uh, oh, so you couldn't get like any fresh like fruit or
I mean, hell no, you ain't getting no fresh food. I mean, you getting packaged food like sardines and oysters and shit, and soups and rice and chips, like junk food. Like that's what you eat every day. That's what you survive. Then if you ain't going to store, that shit trash on top of that. The regular food they serve you is worse. So it's like, you know, it's none of that shit.
yeah, that's facts. And
Mhm.
then so Munchie reacted to my interview with Forbang and said that you showed Tiny Munchie the paperwork on your co-defendant. What do you have to say about that?
I was young at the time, you feel me, just doing some dumbass shit, pressuring and doing some shit, and that shit just turned out how it turned out. Later down the line, you feel me? Nigga end up investigating and doing some shit and putting some shit together and figuring out it wasn't really what it was. But by then, it was already too late. Like I explained before, shit, what's done is done now. We gotta
You
just
don't think
live
there's
with the
any
shit.
way for him to come back at this point?
Nah, it's just over with. I feel like it's just over with at this point. I mean, it's it's gonna be a lot of niggas gonna have to go through, and at this point, it's just like fuck it. It's not worth it for
Al-
him on his side.
Also, he said that Tiny told him that you were in a dorm with him and Forbang and waited for Forbang to leave to show him the paperwork.
No, I don't wait on shit. You feel me? I don't wait on nothing. One, I don't wait on nothing. That shit, it just happened. Like you feel me? That shit, it really happened. Like for me talking to my shorty to certain niggas, and then they got back to some other niggas, and they like, oh, well, you got some? I'm like, well, I got some. Like, well, like this what I got. Like I ain't really pushing it though. But they took it like, oh no, nigga, he was snitching the whole time. You had the paperwork.
Is there
Yeah,
paperwork on
whatever.
Forbang?
As far as with this nigga from IF, I'm gonna answer and say no because it still ain't got dropped. Still
So
ain't
there
got
really
dropped.
was never any paperwork. So what
That's
exactly
how I
were they
feel.
even?
That's how I feel. I mean, like I say, you got some niggas they just go off with the next nigga say because they fuck with him.
But then what paperwork did you show Tiny Munchie if there was no
That
paperwork? I'm a
was
little
some shit that
confused.
I had. That was some shit that I had. That was some shit on our case. You feel
And
me?
where
That
did
was some shit on our case.
and it was said that he was telling on you, or you assumed that?
I had assumed it just by looking at what it was.
So in the end, he really never told and really got removed off the yard for dirty politicking, if we're being honest.
Nah, he ain't even get here. He moved himself off the yard. Like I said, he
Was
did
he
that shit
getting
himself.
stabbed up?
Nah, I don't shit. Not that I remember. Not in the county jail.
Okay, because it was also said that Tiny Munchie had you DP'd for that. Is that true?
Yeah, they tried it. They tried that. Now that's dirty politicking right there. They tried it though. They did that shit. It was whatever though.
Okay, so they did DP you.
Yeah, they tried it. They did it.
Okay.
They
And
did
then
it.
what happened after that? Because you didn't leave, right?
No, I ain't leave shit. Shook hands and that was that. All right, whatever.
But what was the DP for? For you just showing the paperwork after he left? So nobody even seen the
They said I
paperwork
was
before.
harboring the snitch. I was harboring the snitch. I had the paperwork the whole time. I was harboring the snitch. That's what I got. Quote
So
unquote
who
DP for.
originally even thought that he was telling? Was it you?
Nah, that's the shit. When the shit got dropped with the nigga little tag, that fucked the whole scene up. That whole little situation, that shit spread through the county, and then from there, and just like
Okay, so his name is Toe Tag, right?
yeah,
So he's the one that had a problem with Forbang from the beginning and he started that rumor.
yeah.
So he kind of convinced you of that, or
Nah, I was never really convinced because I never seen it work. You feel me? But the majority of the B team was convinced though.
wait, but then what was the DP over? Because I thought the whole point of the DP was that you waited for Forbang to leave to show some paperwork, but then you're saying there was no paperwork. So
Nah,
what exactly did you get DP'd over?
nah. The shit I had, right? Like I
Mhm.
just told you, I had this shit. I showed it to the homies. You feel me? And they said, "Oh well, you been hiding this paperwork the whole time." Basically, the shit with me and him. And
Yeah.
like, oh, he was snitching and he was protecting blood. Well, wow, yeah, you got to get an issue or whatever. I'm all right, whatever. It's nothing. Squabble ain't shit. That's regular. Niggas fight all day in the hood.
So in the end, basically there was no paperwork on Forbang and he should have really never been removed off of the yard.
Nah, he should have never went. He should have never went. Did that shit to himself from the jump. He should have
But
never
did
went
what
TT from the
exactly?
jump.
Because you said right now there
Well,
was
you
no
got to
paperwork.
think.
So what did
You
he
got
do
to think.
exactly?
You got to think. Nigga went to the pen and tapped out. You feel me? Told the police he can't be on the main line no more.
I mean, he was 18, or how old was he? He was so young, and you got people 10 times bigger than you. Got your own homies coming after you. You got your enemies. You have no one on your side. What are you supposed to do? Let them
Yeah.
kill you to prove yourself?
Nah, prison different. You don't just move like that. Like the county jail was wild.
All right, guys. Well, like, comment, subscribe. We'll be back. Can you hear me? Okay. Do you see yourself or no?
Where'd I go? Oh yeah, I'm
Okay,
back.
you're good. All right. So what were you
Mhm.
saying?
Nah, basically, what I was saying, this nigga, what did you ask me again?
Basically, what was Toe Tag's problem with Forbing that he even started all that?
He said he was telling. Shit, he said he was telling on the nigga. I ain't gonna really speak up on the case like that, but he said he was telling on me.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah,
feel
he
like
said that
the
nigga.
selective politicking does happen?
Nah, for sure, though. Yeah,
Do you
for
think
sure.
dirty politicking happens too?
Yeah, that shit. That is dirty politicking, selective politicking. Shit,
So
there's a
what
lot of
would you
that out
consider
here.
what happened to Forbang then? Dirty
That was dirty.
politicking?
That was dirty politicking. He got dirty politics
So can we at
in my.
least acknowledge that he really, I mean, is a good person and didn't tell on anybody and there is no paperwork on him?
What you say again? Hold on, because I just read this comment right here.
Oh, I said basically,
Yeah.
can we acknowledge the fact that Forbang never told on anybody and he's not a rat?
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, if I ain't seen no paperwork, I'm just gonna say I don't know what's going on, right? Because I ain't seen no paperwork. It could be something, but to this day, I ain't seen no paperwork on a nigga with toe tag. With the shit with me and him, that shit, it was some faulty shit going on. So
So what exactly
I,
did you show them then? Like where was,
it
because
was
he
like
gave
some
you
shit in the
something.
police report. It was some shit in the police report that I had. You feel me? In my case, it's some shit that I had in the police report.
What was the misunderstanding exactly?
It was just some shit that worded. It was basically like he really told on himself and like implicated me in the shit.
Yeah.
But and I was just like, oh nigga, you snitching. But in all, in reality, that nigga really told on himself.
Who?
Both man.
How did he tell on himself?
So in the case, I mean, shit, he told on himself with the shit that happened with me and
But
him.
is that being a rat? If I tell on myself, I didn't tell on no one else. That's not being a rat.
Like I
That's just
said,
I
you
made a mistake.
implicated me in the shit, how they worded it in the police report. So yes, it was like at that time, I'm like, oh nigga, you snitching. But that was between me and him though. That was between me and him. That was some shit that between me and him at that time. A couple niggas know about it, but they wasn't spread it out. Then when that shit with tag hit, they try to throw that in the mix with it. Like, oh yeah, he telling on Baby Lucci too. Duh, 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 duh.
Also, originally Tag was saying that he was telling on him.
Yeah,
Then he said it he was telling on you, but at the end there was no paperwork basically.
yeah, basically.
What do you think is good with toe tag then?
Shit, I ain't no good with him. He on New York. I mean, God bless that man, free him. Shit.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't gonna do nothing. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to him. Like I say, that's
So
what it's
even
domestic
if he
politicking
dirty
though.
politics somebody and got somebody off for no reason and lied, because that could happen to anybody. I wouldn't want somebody like that around me because he could do that to me next and just lie on me.
Um, That's how this shit go. That's how prison go. Like I
What? It's
say,
it's just unfair. You give your whole life to a gang, and your own gang is gonna either kill you or get you off just because.
that's how it go. That's the politics. You just explained that shit. That's life. That's in every gang today. Today.
So if you
That's what's
could go
gonna
back in
happen.
time, would you still have joined the gang when you were little?
Hell no. I would have did something different. A whole lot of shit different.
What was your prison term like? All right, so you went from the county.
I went from the county shit, Pelican Bay. That was my first prison, Pelican Bay shit. Then from there, Ironwood. Then I went to Side F Corcoran. Then I did
Well,
Calipat,
and then where did you parole from?
Calipatria.
What was it like? How had they sent you right away to Pelican Bay? Was that like traumatizing? Like, is
Nah, it wasn't traumatizing, but that was like real prison though. That's what I can say. That's real prison. You're gonna really get into some shit up there. You're gonna get into every experience you're supposed to get into up there for sure.
what was the worst one you think? Pelican Bay?
Yeah, Pelican Bay. Pelican Bay probably the worst prison. That's where I seen the most shit happen at for sure.
Like the most stabbings, most like ODs?
Nah, stabbings. I done seen the police shoot a motherfucker on the yard. The mini, I done seen niggas get their eyes stabbed out. I done seen niggas get killed, get their throat slit with box cutters, all type of shit.
Damn. Did you think you were gonna make it out?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a strong person. I know I was gonna make it out. Hell yeah. Niggas just gotta be strong money. You feel me? Nigga been in the joint before all this shit.
You
Nigga
think to
been doing
survive
this shit.
prison, you gotta be, is it more about your mind or more about your
You
physical?
just gotta be yourself. That's how you survive. Be yourself. If you're a real nigga, this shit gonna work out for you. If you're a goofball, and eventually it's gonna show. And you're gonna get X'd out.
Damn. What do you
Mhm.
think was the easiest prison to be in?
J level 3. I was in Ironwood.
Why? What was the difference?
Shit's just like everybody trying to go home. Everybody got something to do. Everybody got something to lose. There's a lot of shit going on. So if you're in a place like Pelican Bay where it's nothing, you far as fuck. You see at most of you from LA, like me, I'm from Inglewood, you feel me? So that's 16 hours away. So and you ain't getting no visits. You ain't got cell phones high as fuck. It's barely some on the yard. Yeah, drugs is low. You feel me? Everything low up there. So it ain't nothing but misery. Ain't nothing to do but politics. You go to a place like a level 3 where it's the gang of that shit at, yeah, motherfuckers gonna get to making excuses to do shit.
Did you have a chance to work on your mental health before you came home?
Yeah, most definitely. Hell yeah, for sure.
How often would you see the therapist?
Nah, I would do like self help.
Okay.
I do self help. I do self help like anger management courses and shit.
Was that even an option on the like on a level 4? Do they give you therapy or no?
Yeah, they give you the self help groups. That is therapy shit. If you want to be like they got shit that's like ELP shit right there. You got like a one on one type shit. That's for ELPs. That's for niggas that's really crazy.
Is
But
it
other
though?
than
I
that,
I mean, you don't think we are all a little crazy and we all could use a little therapy?
the therapy, that's what I'm saying. That's the self help groups. That's when you go to every week. You gotta think that shit is weekly. It's a group of motherfuckers. Y'all sit in a circle and talk about y'all problems and help each other.
You think that would help more than just sitting across like a therapist who with a one-on-one where you could just focus on yourself?
Yeah, but shit. Well, they ain't give us nothing like that. I think it'd be cool, like on some social shit as far as in society, yeah, but in prison, like, yeah, they ain't giving us no treatments like that.
Because we've been having a conversation of the 50/50s and the EOPs and the SNY yards, and we were saying how on an EOP yard you could actually get the help you need and it'll help you actually transition back into life. But a lot of people on level 4s claim that they get therapy once a week, but we all know that's bullshit.
Yeah,
The most you'll get is some meds.
meds. No, I get meds in a little shit. I really don't know. I couldn't really tell you because I ain't up under none of that shit. So, but as far as my mental health, though, I got my shit worked on. Like I say, I ain't strung out. And them niggas with the mental health problems, niggas that strung out on drugs and shit. So I'm cool.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
what I was gonna say, you don't think it's possible to be on drugs in prison and then come home and just get clean and like start fresh?
Hell nah, because you never got the mindset. You gotta have a mindset to get clean. You feel me? You ain't got the mindset, you ain't never gonna get clean. Yeah, if you ain't got the mind, that's your life, period. You ain't got the mindset to do shit, it's not gonna happen. It ain't gonna work. Period, point blank.
Facts. But
Yeah.
congratulations for coming home. That is a big fucking deal. Is there anything you want to say to everybody watching?
See these young niggas out here watching, like I said, man, stay in school, go do something else with yourself. Streets watered down. And, it's Baby Lucci though. PNG Verve Nation. We going there. We finna unroll and shit. Niggas already know what it is.
And
Have
what would
Baby
be your
Lucci.
message to the kids?
Stay in school. That's all I gotta say. Stay in school, educate yourself, man. Learn how to do something. Get you a trade or something. You feel me? Open you up a business. Say fuck the streets. Everybody ain't gotta be a dope boy, flock boy, or whatever. Jack boy. And you can do something out here productive in these streets. It's like you put the energy in and doing all that shit, you can put the energy in and doing something positive.
Word, we got enough flockers. Go be a dentist or something.
Yeah, yeah, man, for sure.
Shit. But thank you so much. It's such a pleasure talking to you again. So happy for you that you came
All right.
home. And I know it hasn't been easy for the past 10 years, but
Yeah,
definitely we're
yeah.
looking forward to some music from you and definitely want to see that sexy red feature.
Yeah, most
So better
definitely.
get to
Me too.
DMing her ASAP.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
All right. And
All
then
right
we're going to
now.
do an update in a couple of months. And thank you again.
All right. Get at you. Thank you too. Have
Guys,
a good
like,
one.
comment, subscribe. This has been the Damn Homie Show.
Yeah.